we spoke yesterday about family, and you were quite, I would say you're quite harsh, really, speaking about that aspect of family. I want to sort of flip back, if you like, to something that we also discussed yesterday, which is kind of maybe the flip side, or another way of seeing it, is what do you think about, on the one hand, I can see what you're saying, for those few people who are truth lovers, right, that they have to get away from their family because their family will draw them back. But there's also another kind of flip side to this, whereby families take care of each other, and you know, in the Indian culture, they live together, all of them, and they would never dream of just sending their parents into an old age home. And that breakdown of all that trust and love and care, that, you know, so we spoke, for example, about that really we should be seen as we're all one family, yeah? But there's been this breakdown in modern times of the family itself. So can you speak to that?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, because family is lovely, but also family is the maintainer of the game. You see, it's only lovely if you adhere to the family rules and the regulations and the natural way of living. So really, it's like primates. We're really like primates. We're kind of advanced primates, if you look at it that way. From a point of enlightenment, we're still primates. Even though it's beautiful, primates still live together. They look and they nurture each other. Bonobos are very loving towards each other, but they don't break out of the paradigm that they're in. And the human mind is all about breaking out of paradigms, attaining liberation, freedom, you see. So in that respect, there are wardens within the prison, your family members, unless they're awake. If they're awake, then it's beautiful. Then it's lovely to be with them, you see. But as you said, very few people are awake, see. You're not gonna, you see, your own family member, if you think of your own parents, see, they weren't awake. They were members of the cult, so to speak, culture, very highly influenced by culture. They've been, traditional. Indian families are very traditional. They won't allow their children to break away and marry someone outside of the cult, their cult, see, Hinduism or whatever. So it's a double-edged sword. It looks lovely on the surface, but not from the position of enlightenment, see, not from the position of a free thinker, you see. Hence Jesus and Buddha having to leave their families, they had to leave the paradigm that they were in to attain the enlightenment. You have to push on. See,
and Abraham.
Abraham as well. See, any pioneer would have to leave the group they're in, because the group they're in are conservative. You see, they're holding things as they are. And the job of the pioneer is to move on, see, and find new ground. That's what it is. That's what we're doing. That's what evolution is, you see. Animal evolution stops. See, that's why I compare us to primates. Animal evolution stops. At a certain stage, it stops, and there we go. And then it just maintains, and for millions of years, it stays the same. The reason we are so-called humans, we call ourselves humans, is because we have another dimension to our minds, see, and that forces us on to evolve. That hence human culture, buildings, engineering, all the rest of it, everything, philosophy, ethics, all of that is a consequence of frontal lobe development, see, and activity.
And actually, while you're talking about that, I think that's one of the themes that we've kind of touched on in our time here, is about frontal lobe activity. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, that is the defining quality of human beings, is this meta thinking, the ability to think out the box, so to speak, and to analyze life itself, or analyze what you're doing, everything, see? So you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, your whole life and life itself. Then you can analyze and determine what value has it got. You see, this is the question, as you asked when I met you. See, what's really going on here? That's a meta question. See, most primates would not even consider that. See, in regards to life itself, what's really going on here? That is the meta question. And
what I loved about what I love, I still do it. I love about asking the question is just to see the reaction on people's faces, because a lot of people say, I don't know, I've never even thought about it. And for me, it's like, what? How can you never thought? How can you possibly not think about the actual nature of existence and what the heck, exactly. And then I sometimes I've said to people, you know, in Speaker's Corner, wherever, you know, if you don't really know what's going on, what the hell are you bringing more people into existence? What are you going to tell them when they ask you?
Yeah, that's the thing. You see, that is so crazy when you get this, because it's the question to ask. Of all questions, that's the question you should start with. All children in primary school should be asked over and over again by the teacher, just that one question. Consider what's really going on here. What's really going on here? Keep asking yourself until you've penetrated. And that is the overcoming of the world. That's what Jesus done. He continually asked himself that question. And that wakes you up. That question wakes you up and breaks the programming, so to speak. You see? So, and the answer is, it's a diabolical DNA con. That's what it is. When you've really considered life, you see that's what it's up to. There is a program running, and the program, the purpose of the program is to keep life going as it is. See? It's to keep you from waking up, so that you continue to reproduce and keep the game going. You keep everybody, the prison keeps going. It's wonderfully beautiful, efficient prison. That's what it is, the world. Hence Jesus' statement, I have overcome the world, I've escaped the prison that life is, that Earth is. Earth, the planet Earth, it's a prison, it's a penitentiary, that's what it is. And all the beings inside the penitentiary, it's not the governor's job to wake them up. It's the governor's job, DNA's the governor's job is to keep them asleep, so that they continue to reproduce, and it keeps the prison nice and healthy and keeps it going.